do a little day in the life today. Just wrapped up at the gym. Thought I'd bring the camera along today. I'm traveling. It's a bright, sunny Tuesday, April 22nd. And yeah, it's gonna be an awesome day. So we have a couple big meetings on the agenda today. We're headed to New Albany from Springfield, so long drive. So we got about an hour. It's 8:30 now. Got about an hour to get to New Albany. We have a meeting with Nick at 12. So I'll bring the camera inside Brick Blue for a little bit. Awesome venue. Hopefully we run into Neil and some of the guys I know there at some point. And we also have a meeting with the Columbus Chamber at 2:30 in the afternoon. So it's gonna be an interesting day. We got another gym session tonight, training upper body push. So we'll be in a lot of different places, a lot of different things. Set up, do some time lapses, some creative stuff. So it's not going to be a Casey Neistat quality production, but I'm looking forward to bringing you guys along today and share. So this is building MMG one day at a time. I probably shouldn't be doing these and driving. I probably shouldn't be doing these and driving at the same time. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys some projects we're currently working on. So we have 3 sites in development at the moment. So I'll give you guys a status update on the projects and we'll run through our day, sort of one checkpoint at a time. A lot of energy management to do today. Not a lot of sleep last night, but this is a day in the life building MMG. Welcome. Quick walk here. I want to tell you guys something I've been thinking about a lot lately, and that is just how we show up for ourselves. Not just like in life and doing hard things and getting out of bed early and doing a lot of things that I kind of struggle with on a daily basis, but how you represent your business, how you represent yourself, and where you draw the line in terms of being authentic and just wanting to position yourself in the best light. I think it becomes really top of mind for me when I work in a really nice place like this that I'm not used to sort of being in. It is a contrast from my normal environment, my normal behavior. I kind of feel the pressure to dress up, talk, act in a different way sometimes. And it just shines a very direct light on it. But there are several times, even in the first couple of years of business, when I show up to meetings, I'm always traditionally very laid back, very unprofessional. And I realized, and I always kind of said that, that's just my personality. That's what I'm like. It's not worth changing. It's being authentic. And I realized that there's a difference between being yourself and also just wanting to put your best foot forward. And it's something that I've been really conscious about lately, is not trying to give off a vibe that I'm someone I'm not, that I'm super professional, that I'm further ahead in my journey that I am, but just wanting to put my best foot forward in order to create the opportunities that allow me to live up to my potential. And sometimes that means doing things you don't want to do. Sometimes that means dressing up. Sometimes that means meeting people in a place where you're not comfortable. But what I realize is that it is a part of growing up, I think, and I'm okay with that. So expect as we move forward, I'm going to be a little bit more polished, professional, and just know that I'm not changing, and I never will. But, there's that side of me that is a little bit sad because I feel like I am reaching a different phase of life. Something else I've been thinking about a lot lately is clarity. Creating more space to create more leverage, not just in the business, but in my life as a whole. Because I am so type A, so just dive in, do the busy work, get the task done, check it off the box, that a lot of times I don't feel like I'm deliberate as I should be in terms of setting up systems and building a better life rather than just doing more to try and fix what I've already set myself to the standards of accomplishing. So I am very good at, when problems arise, fixing it by throwing more work at it. And I want to reach a more leveraged position. And I know it's going to take kind of killing that part of me that just wants to dive in and fix things right away and even shove them down. There's a lot of things with systems, finances, the back end, stuff that's not inherently appealing. And what I learned is that my energy management is not up to par with my time management. I'm very good at scheduling myself, making the most out of every day, but I feel like those times that are very in the weeds are not optimized because I'm just checking off boxes. I'm just jumping back into different sites, different projects, different meetings, different calls, and they're not really fulfilling that end destiny. I've been listening to a lot of Jay Klaus's podcast, Creator Science, lately, just even old episodes. And so much of what he's saying is resonating with me. And it's almost like he's sort of 5 to 10 years ahead in his journey of what he's building. He was a freelancer, he sought advice from a lot of people. He built a network. He went through these messy phases of trying to figure out what the bigger purpose was. And I'm building the company right now. I'm meeting a lot of new people, making more money, slowly growing. But I don't know if there's ever a point where I'll feel like, yes, I am secure and every day is meaningly sufficient towards building this ideal end product that, I have a very clear vision of. I think what a lot of life is, I'm learning, is going through and figuring those things out for ourselves. So, like I said, a little bit more introspective and thoughtful. It's actually a really good morning. We got a lot done with 2 of our new accounts in California. So Singer Lewack franchising and Singer Lewack main site. We do a lot of their WordPress backend management, some design stuff, just checking off some boxes and getting back some messages with Lori. This is our first month managing those 2 clients. So we'll see how the scope of work is. We have a stand up with them every Friday. So yeah, excited to get more into that. I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes or so. It's about 11:30. We're meeting Nick at 12 just to go over some strategy stuff. And I'm going to propose some outlines to the next step of our LinkedIn content and so forth. So it's going to be a good meeting. And we have the chamber this afternoon. So I'm going to get back to it for a little bit. I'll pick up with you guys after we are done with Nick. Peace. Okay, so we wrapped up the meeting with Nick about an hour and a half ago. Grabbed some lunch, and I've just been working on the Vibrix site for now. So what I'm trying to build out now is I'm using Formly and Webflow to build out a multi-step form. And they have a free plan and they have a tailored plan and a paid plan for the conditional logic. I'm trying to develop this form right here, multi-step. So this is the information that we have to work with from Jeff, and it's really good. I'm trying to keep it to 4 steps. So for the pharmacy site, and I also have the Formly documentation up here as well, which is really helpful. I've built out all the fields right now. So start with name and email, full name, phone number, email address. How can we serve you? Have them self-identify and have an other field, which is kind of how we solve the conditional logic. I'm a provider, I'm a patient, to routes, preferred follow-up method, and that's it. So I'm doing my best to make sure that I can make it work without any conditional logic, like keeping everything on just 4 steps. That way we don't have to charge the clients for maintaining an expensive plan because it is a monthly payment. We don't want to do that. But I think we're going to get it done. What I have to do now is go through and add the scripts to make sure that it tabs through them, set the current state on each of the steps, and then that way I can segment it out and then obviously style it for Webflow and everything like that. But I've spent most of yesterday and today, a little bit of yesterday and some of today building this site. I'll give you guys a little peek at the homepage. Go through preview mode here. We have the nice interactive nav bar. Still have a lot of work to do to interactions wise and connecting forums and stuff. But the site is looking really good as it is. We got the testimonials in there. We've got some nice headshots. Nice little contact form. I have to tailor this one as well. But some of the other pages are just, it's looking really good. But I'm really excited to share it with the team. So we've got some interactions here with the multi-step. Everything's looking really nice. We're gonna have 2 individual forms, one for patients and one for providers, that we can do some more custom stuff with. But the about page here has gotta be one of my favorites. So if you open this up, and we'll probably swap out this hero section. I still have some work to do on it. But this is like really one of their core fundamental principles. So it's like the healthcare triad, physician, patient, pharmacist, and I'm going to style it a little bit more. but I think it looks great and it kind of illustrates their concept. I don't know if you guys can see some of the branding there in the background, but we're really strong with the calls to action, really hitting on their main message. And then we have their leadership team section here. The next one, the last one I'm going to show you guys, because I don't want to show you guys everything, is their services page. This does a really good job of kind of showing their core philosophy of exactly what Vibrix does. So the solutions they offer, healthcare, pharmacy services, and high-touch cash pay. And then also the process, so it does a really good job of illustrating that as well. Nice and interactive, nice little icons. We used some good tools to make those as well. The footer, the last one, but I'm really loving the direction this is going with the branding, because like this photo in specific, it shows exactly, you know, that triad component. You have the patient, provider, and then the pharmacist there at the top working together to serve the patient. So that's kind of their main philosophy. And that's what I'm really trying to get across in this branding. But yeah, there's a bunch more content on the site right now. We launch next Monday, so a little bit less than a week. Once we get that form tied up, I'm gonna go through and do a bunch of interactions, the last thing, and yeah, some responsiveness testing and so forth. But that's the project we're really excited for right now. But I'm running a little bit behind. I have to head up to the chamber. It's about a 25-minute drive here from BHB in New Albany. But I'm gonna wrap up here, head over to the chamber, and I will pick it back up when we get to their office. I'll probably get lost, and I'll probably have to find a place to park, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But I'll see you guys in Columbus. Okay, so we parked literally about a mile away. Closest spot we could find. But, you know, I think I'm okay with that. Is my hair looking stupid? Probably. Yeah. So we parked about a mile away, but we're here at the chamber and ready to meet with Abby and Hope. And I'm about 10 minutes behind. So, not off to a great start, but we're gonna make the most of it. And this is energizing being here, but I just hate driving in Columbus. I can't stand it at all. Bane of my existence. Bane of my existence. See if I get the floor right. I doubt it. Oh. I'm terrified. What to do his hair. Hi, Tracy.
Hello.
Good to see you. And we're back, back in the crib. My phone died at the gym, but yeah, I had a very, very rough workout. I'm very tired. It has been a long day. It is about, let me check the time, 8:30. It is about 8:30 right now. I am going to get some dinner. I'm going to call Dad probably, talk about some stuff. But before I check off for the night, I'll touch on one more time before we go to bed. But I want to talk about the meeting with the chamber. So the meeting with the chamber went really well. We have been, and it's been in the works for a really long time, pitching some kind of collaboration for a podcast. So the news is not out yet, but they officially agreed, Hope and Aviana over at the chamber, to having me as a co-host to interview program graduates of the chamber's program. So there's Accelerate, there's Elevate, all these other program graduates, and we're going to be able to interview them and create some content for them every single month. And I am tasked with the production of that series. So it's going to be
a pretty low lift series. They also asked me if I would like to put together some kind of an offer for just the Accelerate program grads and give them maybe some kind of a productized website, maybe like a one-pager or something that they can get up really easily and accessibly that still meets my budget and time allocation. But yeah, a lot of ideas there. We're going to be rolling out the show starting next month, and it's called, wait for it, Entrepreneurial Edge. So yeah, it's going to be a fun little interview series, interviewing, startup business owners, and there's a lot of alignment there. I'm really looking forward to getting that rolling. More on that to come, but I'm going to go get dinner, clock back in for another couple hours, and finish off the day strong. Touch base with you guys soon. Bye. All right, so we just finished up for the day. It is it's 11:45. But I got some good stuff done. I didn't end up getting to the multi-step form for Vibrix, but I am going to tune in now, tune out now, go to bed. Awesome day today. A lot of travel, many places. Good day. A couple good conversations. I got to call Dad, have a quick little chat. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tagging along today. It's been another day in the life building MMG Design. A lot on the agenda for tomorrow. I'm gonna try and get up early and get a run in because the weather's supposed to be nice. So I should be outside for the workout today, which is exciting. Or tomorrow, which is exciting. Or almost today. I'm sorry. But yeah, looking forward to another day. A lot of projects. I'm gonna actually dabble around a little bit in Framer tomorrow. I have 2 client sites that are on the roster for next month, and I'm considering building them in Framer in order to make them quicker and utilizing maybe a template and speeding up development time. I want to learn Framer. I think I can crush it. I think it would be naturally a good fit for me. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe some content to come on that. But thank you guys for tuning in today. It's been an awesome day. If you've made it this far in the video, you mean a lot to me. Make sure you check out all of our links below. Connect with me on LinkedIn. That'll be the first link in the description. And continue the journey there. But see you guys next time. Peace out. Another day in the life.